Hello everyone, I'm Brianna. This is Purified People. This is my second video in my series of Central Bank Digital Currency videos, or CBDCs. I am on a mission to go through and find multiple streams of information, multiple sources to be able to develop and share our understandings on central bank digital currencies, understand the history, the present, and what could potentially happen with the future of central bank digital currencies. So yesterday I went through the Wikipedia outlook, and now we're here on a different website. This is called the atlanticcouncil.org. And what I like about this is it shows a map of where we can see that these central bank digital currencies have been piloted or launched or developed, researched. So we'll take a look at that in just a minute. But first, I want to go over the definition here of what exactly is a central bank digital currency. Here it states that a CBDC is virtual money backed and issued by a central bank. As cryptocurrencies and stablecoins have become more popular, the world's central banks have realized that they need to provide an alternative or let the future of money pass them by. Now, again, I'm going to point out before we get started, I'll go down below and just show this map as I speak, but I want to point out before I get started on just going over these different regions that I have spent this year and over the last year investing in cryptocurrency. But just this year is when I really decided to dive in deep. I have been submerged in a very intensive course through London Reel's DeFi Academy. So 5 months submerged in that understanding and the whole DeFi approach to everything, decentralized finance, which is totally different from CBDCs. So I have been researching cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, really at a deep level. And it has been the inspiration, Bitcoin has been the inspiration for CBDCs, because what Bitcoin does and what decentralized finance does is it removes that intermediary. It removes the central banks. And for any of us who have done our research, we realize that the way that the central banks have run things up until this point has been one of the biggest scams in history that we have been following somewhat blindly, but now more people are waking up to what's been happening and are understanding the value behind decentralized finance and cryptocurrencies as removing those intermediaries, removing that corruption, and allowing us to be our own bankers. But this is where CBDCs come in. And we will see that the reason why they are here is because they have noticed the threat of Bitcoin and decentralized finance, and they want to maintain and grow their power, their control. And this could get really bad, and it's important for us to understand both sides and understand what could potentially come with central bank digital currency so that we are not blindsided. We've already seen a bill from the White House, which I'll be going over in the next few days. And that was back in March, and it's on an expedited process to be able to launch and get these CBDCs in place as a race against other countries and as a race against people understanding decentralized finance and Bitcoin, everything in between cryptocurrencies. So right here, we're looking at a map, and what we can see are the statuses. So there are 11 countries that have launched CBDCs. So between these, I believe that the Bahamas were the first ones to launch CBDCs. And what theirs is called is the sand dollar. So they have theirs going. And I have not looked into that, but I will look into it in the future as to how that's been going in their country. And we have Jamaica. They are also, it looks like they've already launched theirs as well. We have Nigeria. I've seen that one on the list as a launched country. Okay, it looks like Senegal had it, but canceled. So they're one of the two that has canceled. And one of the leaders, actually the leader in innovation with these central bank digital currencies, are China. And they have launched or they have not launched theirs. They've had a pilot, and they did this back in the Olympics, the Beijing Olympics. They had their digital yuan to test out. It was not successful as they had liked to see how that was going to work while they launched it as kind of a test run during the Olympics. But they are kind of the leaders in the innovation of coming up with these central bank digital currencies. And we know that China is under a credit system and surveillance system, and this could be where we are headed in the United States, which is super alarming. And from many sources, as I will get into in the future, they say that this is where we are headed if we allow these central bank digital currencies to play out as they are wanting. So we also have, it looks like here we have the United States is considered in the research. We have, like I said, we have 11 launched, 14 piloted. So the piloted here, we have Russia, we have China, we have Kazakhstan, and let's see, Saudi Arabia.